What's good, I Love Basketball TV. In this video, we're breaking down 5 different hesitations so you can destroy your defenders on the floor. Let's dive into it. The first hesitation we're going over is a heavy step. What you're gonna do is get nice and low as you step across your body and dribble at the same time. Let's say the ball is in my left hand, I'm stepping with my right foot. I do not want to lift this foot off the floor. It's going to stay in the ground. We're going to pivot on this foot. So after you dribble, you're going to pivot, open your hips up, this foot comes off the ground. As that happens, you're going to pocket the ball at the same time. So from here, you're getting nice and low, you step into it, make sure you pivot, pocket the basketball, that's that hesitation, and now you can read your defender. With the heavy step, you wanna make sure you are able to change your pace. So as you're stepping across your body, you wanna slow down here, you don't wanna rush through this part. So as you pivot, that's your hesitation, you slow down, and then you pivot out of it from there. So as you get low, as you get into your move, you step, slow, and then you push out from there. Our second hesitation is our skip step hesi. So as we're coming downhill and we're attacking our defender, we want to step across our body with our inside leg. So the ball's in my right hand, my left foot is stepping over, I'm dribbling the ball at the same time. So from here, as I take that step and dribble, I'm going to step, skip this foot outside my frame. So I'm going to go from left to left, from here, left to left, then I can push out and take off from there. So kind of what that looks like full speed is as I attack my defender, I step, skip, and I can push off from there. With this hesitation, as you're attacking a defender, when you are skipping this foot outside your frame, you want to make sure you pull the ball away from your body so now you can protect it. So as you skip, it's pocket, and now you can explode out. Our third hesitation is our trigger step hesi. So when we get nice and low, we want to take our dribble. So if the ball is in my right hand, I'm going to step back with my left leg. So it's here, it's punch, step back, I pull my hand to the ball, I'm gonna pick it up. That's gonna be my hesitation. Now I can explode out and go. So you wanna use this hesitation when you're trying to shot fake and then get by your defender. So if I'm low, I can dribble it, step back, bring my hands to the basketball, sell it with my eyes. I want to look up at the hoop. Now I can explode out and get past my defender. So with our trigger step hesi, you want to make sure you don't put your hand underneath the ball. So as you're getting into it, once you punch it and bring that foot back, you don't want to put your hand under the ball because now it's a carry. You want to keep it behind the basketball. So it's dribble, hesi, and now you can explode out right by. You can get into this move in several different ways. You can either go between the legs and then get into it, or however you want to mix it together. It doesn't have to be the same way every single time. So our fourth hesitation is a high skip hesi. So if the ball's in my right hand, I'm gonna take a step with my left leg. That's when I dribble. From here, I'm just going to skip like normal. So you can think about players like Kevin Durant and Tracy McGrady. They love to get into this move, into their hesi pull-up. So as you step, you can skip, drop right into your pull-up. You can also use this move to get downhill as well. So you can skip into it and then drop, maybe get into an in and out or a certain type of crossover and then explode out past your defender. So with our high skip hesi, you want to make sure you're landing on the same leg that you skipped off first. So if the ball's in my right hand, when I step and dribble with my left leg, that's the foot that I skip on. I want to make sure I land back on that left leg. So from start, it's step and dribble, skip, and now I can get and flow into my actions from there. So if I switch it, ball is in my left and I step with my right, it's the same exact thing. Step, skip, now I can get into whatever I want to get into. So our fifth hesitation is our lift, but we want to make sure we're lifting at a 45-degree angle or to the outside of their hip. So as we get low, we want to lift and close that space between us and them and get to the outside hip of that defender, and now we can explode by and get by them. The reason why we want to lift at that angle is because it closes that space between the defender. So as I go between my legs, maybe even crossover, and I close that space, that forces the defender to make a decision. If they stay flat-footed, now I can explode by and get by them. But if they back up, now as I lift, they back up, I can pull back and then get into my shot. Because you guys stuck around to the end of this video, we're going to give you a bonus hesitation. This is the Isaiah Thomas hesi. So this is just like our heavy step hesi, where you step across our body, step onto this foot, pivot, open our hips and explode out. We are just switching the foot. So now if I'm still going to that same way, instead of pivoting on my inside foot, I'm pivoting on my outside foot. So I step, pivot on my outside foot, and then I take off from there. So if you watch Isaiah Thomas a lot, he gets into this when he's using it to go to his weak hand. So this way he's able to protect the basketball a little bit more from the defense, and then he's able to HESI, and now he's able to run downhill and get to the basket. So now he's not having to maybe dribble the basketball open in front with his weak hand. He's able to protect it a little bit more, HESI, and then explode by, use his speed, and get to the hoop. The most important thing about all of our hesitations is to make sure you don't rush. You want to do the fast things fast and the slow things slow. So it doesn't matter if the hesitation is supposed to be fast, kind of like our trigger step HESIs, and we're getting into that, or maybe even like our skip step HESIs. We want to make sure we can do those parts fast, but maybe change our pace before we get there. So maybe we walk down and then we get into our hesitation, or if it's a slower hesitation like a heavy step, we want to go fast into it and then slow up and then get into it. So you always want to be able to change your pace and do the fast things fast and slow things slow.